more predictability, higher quality in terms of leads, and then really having more control over your destiny. Hey guys, welcome back to Builder Funnel TV. Today's topic is all about timelines, and that is one of the biggest questions that comes up when you think about marketing and your marketing successes. How long is this going to take for it to actually work and for me to actually see some results with my marketing? So this is going to be a great video if you are either working with an in-house marketer, so you've got somebody on staff, or you're working with an agency. And I would say if you're doing the marketing yourself, you might want to extend these timelines. So we'll run under the assumption that you've got somebody, either an agency or somebody pretty full-time, or at least, maybe 20 hours a week working on your marketing. So let's start at the beginning. What should you expect in terms of the first 3 months? The first 3 months are really about a few things. One is strategy, 2 is foundational setup, so things like templates, and then 3 is like the beginning rollout of content. So in terms of strategy, it's always important when you're building your marketing plan, where do you want to go? What are you trying to achieve? Do you need more leads? Do you need a higher quality lead? Do you need to improve your conversion rate? Like, how fast are you trying to grow? What do those things look like? And then in terms of types of leads, like what projects are you trying to get? So once you've nailed all that down, a lot of that leads into, a keyword strategy and a content strategy. Who are we trying to attract? What kinds of projects and people do we want coming to our website? Then we're going to move into template setup. So making sure we have great templates for the website, for the blog, for your email, and for social media posts. That will just build some efficiency into the system as we get this thing going. And then we're also going to make sure we build our first conversion funnel. So this is going to be something that will increase your conversion rate. And we've talked about this in some previous videos. This is called premium content, or a top of the funnel conversion piece. And so you can go look at some of our other videos or podcasts on that. But you should have that in place in the first 3 months. And then you're starting to roll out some content. So first blogs, first email, first social, starting to lift off. So those are the foundational pieces that you really want to get nailed down in the first 3 months. Then as we move into months 3 to 6, you're going to start to see some progress, right? So we're going to start to see you're capturing more leads than you used to because you've got a conversion funnel in place. You're also starting to see an uptick in traffic. So you're not going to see huge gains here, but you've now started to publish and produce blog content and social media. So people are finding you in ways that they weren't finding you before, and you'll start to see some progress there. So this is very much kind of a building phase. You'll probably start to see a couple pieces of content, whether that be your website or blog post, start to rank on the first page or maybe the second page. And so you can see that tangible progress. You may not be feeling it in a big way yet. Then as we move to months 6 to 12, this is where you actually start feeling a lot more of the progress. So you have to be patient with this stuff, but more of your content is starting to move onto the first page. You're starting to get more traction on Google. You're also probably seeing some more interaction on social media. Maybe you're driving a little more traffic there. And then you've got a regular email program going on. So your leads are starting to see your content more frequently, and that is probably starting to impact your sales pipeline in that people are booking more meetings. So months 6 to 12, you should see good gains in terms of traffic growth from where you started. And then your lead flow should be much stronger at this point because you've increased your conversion rate, but you've also started to drive some real new traffic to the website. So that gives you a kind of at a glance year one. Very much a building year. You'll see some wins along the way, but year 1 to 2 is where it starts to get a lot more exciting. So this is where we're really building on a lot of our past success and foundation set up there. So as you start to and continue to blog going into year 1 to year 2, you're going to see that those blog posts start to rank a lot faster. So they might rank within 3 months, and they might rank within the first month of publishing that content, whereas prior it could take 6 to 12 months for content to actually move up and show up on page 1. And so now your website is a lot stronger, and so when you go to publish content, Google crawls it faster and it has more authority just right out of the gate. This is a great thing, and it can be really exciting because you start to see faster progress with stuff that gets implemented today. So blog posts are ranking faster, your website is a lot stronger, and you're getting a lot more traffic. When you look at your year-over-year traffic, which is something I highly recommend you do because we operate in a very seasonal industry. So if you start out and then you look 6 months later at your traffic, depending on where that 6 months falls, if that 6 month is in December, your traffic could be a lot lower than where it was when it started because we're comparing summer to winter, and that's not a really fair comparison. It's nice to get through a whole year of building, enter the second year, and start comparing year-over-year data, and that's where you'll really be able to tell if you're making good progress. Traffic should be up, leads should be up significantly. You should have a lot more predictability in your pipeline at this point. You should have a good sense of how many leads are coming through the website on a monthly basis, and it should be pretty steady. It will be seasonal, but you should see a lot more stability than you used to see. And even in the lean months, you should have more leads than probably you were getting prior in maybe some medium months in year one. And then as we crest past 2 years, we'll call it 2+, this becomes a game of optimization. So you're looking for those micro improvements that will have a big impact on your marketing machines. You'll see lead quality go up in a big way, and this is because you've got a lot of content that your consumers can read, digest, and they're getting to know you, and there's some trust being built. And so when those people reach out, they're more qualified, they have a good sense of the projects that you do, the price ranges that you work in, the process, so that they've got a lot of pre-education. And so when they get into that sales process, it's a lot easier, it's smoother, it's typically faster, and those projects are going to be a lot better. So that's something you can expect down the road, but you do have to do the heavy lifting of the couple of years leading up to that to really start to feel the impact of lead quality. Now, certainly you can do things prior to that to improve lead quality, but you'll really start to feel it consistently past that 2-year mark. You'll feel like you have levers to pull at this point. So you'll say, okay, I'm at 2 million, 3 million now, and I'm trying to get to the next level. Okay, well, it looks like these 2 channels work really well for us, so let's double down on those channels, and you have a lot of predictability in terms of seeing those results go up. So maybe organic traffic and paid Google ads are kind of your 2 top channels. You might say, great, let's do double the blog posts and we'll add a couple more hours of technical SEO work into the mix, and then we're going to double our ad spend on Google. And then you'll have a lot of predictability in terms of increasing those leads to get to the next level. And that's only the type of thing that you can do really after you've got a year or 2 of data, because otherwise you don't have anything to go on. So now you're able to make those strategic decisions a lot easier by looking at past data. So those are the types of things you can do in year 2. You're making micro improvements to conversion rate. You're looking at which blog topics and pages are ranking really well and trying to double down on those, or create more related content so you can dominate that space. So those are the types of things you can expect in year 2. And it's all in the interest of more predictability, higher quality in terms of leads, and then really having more control over your destiny. So you set the goal and you go, okay, these are the few channels that will impact that. Let's go do more of those. All right, guys, so hopefully this helped in terms of breaking down what to expect. Again, if you're working with an in-house marketer or an agency, these are good timelines. If you're the owner or you've got somebody working just a few hours a week on this type of stuff, I would maybe double these timelines. It's just going to take a lot longer because you don't have as much time to put these things in place. But if you do have somebody in-house spending 20 hours a week or more, or you're working with an agency, as you get into year 1 to 2, things get exciting, and as you get past 2 years, it gets really, really exciting. All right, guys, that's what I got for you. If you like this video, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you next time here on Builder Funnel TV.